What is up, guys? It's time for another Marvel Champions weekly one-shot challenge. This week's challenge is called Mojo's Major Movie Mayhem. We had to defeat Mojo right here, playing as any hero, but after the setup, we had to search the encounter deck for Major Domo, this card right here, this attachment, and review him. During this scenario, Major Domo gains permanent and loses his hero action ability. So basically, Major Domo, this attachment, will stay in play for the entire game here, helping out Mojo against us. So I decided we're going to play as Gambit right here, and I want to try an alter ego only deck here with Gambit that I built. So yeah, I think it's going to work out well for this challenge, but we'll see how it goes here. So Mojo here, he has 3 scheme, 1 attack, so we don't want him to scheme. But with the Major Domo here, as a force response, after Mojo attacks, discard cards on top of the encounter deck equals the number of damage dealt by that attack, also giving Mojo +1 scheme plus attack. Also, Mojo here with this force response, if you end your turn in hero form, you have to discard top 4 cards of the encounter deck. And as Mojo accelerates this encounter deck, he gets closer to his win condition because if he decks out twice with the encounter deck, then the players lose the game if you're playing in true solo. So we don't want him to keep decking out that super already thin encounter deck right here, right? So I think that if we're in our ego here, he won't be able to trigger this or the force response that forces us to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck, right? So we're going to try out this Gambit deck here, and we'll see how it goes. The challenge, you don't have to be an RT only, but I thought it would be a fun limitation and challenge here for the already weekly one-shot challenge with Major Domo here with Mojo. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Mojo set up here. So we are facing Mojo on expert mode, so we have a stage 2 and 3 setup right there. And for setup, you choose one module set plus an additional one module set from the Mojo Man scenario packs and set them aside. Put the wheel genres environment to play, the spinning side face up. So I have the wheel genres right here. Force response after encounter deck resets. If there are no set aside modules remaining, we lose the game. Otherwise, flip the card over. So we have 2 of these. So if they both go away, then we just lose the game. And then the 2 modules that we chose from the Mojo Man Snare Pack is my favorite ones, Horror and Fantasy. I just like these 2 the most. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. So it says when reviewed, choose one set aside module set at random. So either the Horror or the Fantasy set. We're going to pick one at random. Review its show environment and shuffle its remaining cards into the encounter deck. Whenever a character flips or leaves play, move author on that character to this main scheme right here, coming in with 10 per player threat. If it hits 25, then we lose the game. So we don't want that to happen. And you know, the cool thing about Gambit is that he has the alter ego ability here to be able to thwart an alter ego. So that might help us out a little bit. So we have these 2 sets. So let's roll a die. If we get an even number, we're gonna do this one. Odd will be again Mojo. So we have a 10-sided die here. Let's see what we get. We got 7. So we said even Mojo files, odd Gam Mojos, I believe. So we're gonna shuffle in the fantasy here. So we set this aside and shuffle in again Mojos. I actually don't want the amplify here with Mojo because he's gonna be scheming for a lot more. That's okay. So each player gets +1 hand size, but an amplify icon is gonna be in play here while this environment is in play. When review, we discard each other environment in play, and then if this card was reviewed and counted, it gains surge, which it wasn't. So it just comes into play here with the amplify, and then we're gonna shuffle these fantasy cards here into the encounter deck as well. So let's just try to separate them a little bit. All right, so we shuffled the remaining cards into counter deck. So we did the main schemes one review there. Then for Mojo, his one review is to place 2 threat on each friendly character. So we placed 2 threat here on Gambit, who is our only friendly character right here. If we ever flip over, then we have to put all his threat on the main scheme. But if we never flip, which is the plan here, we don't have to do that, right? So hopefully that'll work out. Yeah, I think that's it here for Mojo setup. We're gonna go through the player setup here. Because for the weekly one-shot challenge, after we do the setup, we review Major Domo. I already just put him into play right there. It doesn't really matter the order for this challenge right here. So, all right. So I'll shuffle it up here for the encounter deck. And then let's go through our audio-only deck here for Gambit. So we have Cerebro. Play only if your Denny has a mutant trait. This can, as an RTU action, which we're going to be in the entire game, we can search through the top 5 cards of the deck for X-Men ally, or the whole deck if we have a Sonic character, add to our hand. So that's going to be very powerful. With 3 copies of X-Men Instruction, more RTU actions here for mutants to shuffle those X-Men allies back into our deck. With the 3 basic doubles right here, we are running a Psychic and Suit-Up deck here with Rogue, because she's very, very powerful if I can get her down to 0 cost by having enough counters on Gambit. So we'll see if we're able to do that. 3 copies of Command Team, Inspired for Rogue, the Triskelion, 3 copies of Make the Call, Beast, Kid Omega, Phoenix, Pixie, Forge, Beak, Professor X. We have X Gene, Avengers Mansion, Helicare, and X Mansion. Actually, guys, now that I'm looking at the deck, so we have a 30 card deck here. Sorry, not 30 card. We have a 50 card deck here. Should I take out? Wait, actually, I think it's a 45 card deck. Let me count this again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so 30 plus the 15 identity specific cards is 45. I almost want to take out these 3 make the calls here. You know what? Let's take out 2 make the calls. I just decided right now as we went over the deck. So we'll take out 2 cards and make the call. So get our deck size down to 42. I think that will run a little bit better because we have ways to tutor allies from discard pile. So I feel like it's not that big of a deal to make the call. And we have the suit ups anyways, which we can always play as Gambit if we're in our ego, which I'm always going to be in, right? Unfortunately, I'm not including Utopia or Extra in the deck because we're never going to have the X-Men trait this entire game because we're staying down Alt Ego, so we're only going to have the Mutant and the Thief traits here. So yeah, for this weekly one-shot challenge, you don't have to be an Alt Ego only, but I decided I want to try Alt Ego only here for the challenge because I think it might be a possible way to do it and a pretty fun game. So yeah, let's go ahead and shuffle this up. And then I also want to mention here for the setup, each player gets +1 hand size. With the official ruling with this does not apply for your mulligan. So we get the +1 hand size after turn 1. So right now we're just going to have a hand size of 6 whenever join mulligans here for Gambit. So just regular here until the game actually begins. That kind of stinks, but we're just going to play the official rules right here. All right, let's shuffle up. Actually, I'm thinking right now, can I even get charge counters if I'm in Alter Ego? I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. All right, let's do our mulligans. We're going to drop to our hands. Let's here 6. Let's give it. See what we can get. Okay, well, we have 4 here to grab Exclamation, but we already got the Exclamation on turn 1. So that's going to be pretty good. Definitely want the double to play that. We can exhaust it, heal damage from a mutant or X-Men character. So we can heal up our allies here. I can't play Royal Flush. It's a dead card. Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix is good here, but she has a good on-play effect. I almost feel like we could play Forge, grab the X-Mansion back, and then play it, and then save another card in your hand. It's not the biggest turn here. We can't get too much value from a double. I almost want to just play maybe X-Mansion. Okay, you know what? Let's just mulligan a little bit harder then. I think I'll mulligan 1, 2, and Phoenix is just not good right now. Yeah, we'll mulligan 3 cards here. And then we'll draw 3 more cards back up to our hand size of 6. Now let's get started. All right, so I think I just do the Forge play always. So we're going to use, not a double resource, we're going to use X-Mansion as a resource, and we'll use, none of these matter, I think. So let's just use the Guild Armor. So this is 2 resources right here, so I can play Forge, 2-cost ally. So as a response after Forge enters play, we can search your deck and discard pile for any X-Men or X-Force support add to your hand. We're going to look at our discard pile and grab X-Mansion, which is an X-Men support. It has the X-Men trait right there. So we add this to our hand. Now we can use a double resource here. Let's go ahead and just play the X-Mansion. 2-cost support. As an alter ego action, we can exhaust it to heal damage from a mutant or X-Men character. Any player whose alter ego has a mutant trait can trigger this ability. And then I don't have the resources here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and we're going to trigger our, we're ready up here in alter ego. Trigger our action alter ego, Thief Extraordinaire. We can exhaust Rim of the Bow. Look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Discard one of those cards and remove threat from a scheme equal to number of boost icons on that card. We're going to discard Master Planner, 2 boost icons. So we're going to thwart and remove 2 threat from the main scheme. This goes back on top in the same order. So drop this from 10 down to 8. Right? And then that was a pretty good thwart there. Then we're going to exhaust Forge to thwart for 1, drop the main scheme down to 7. Forge will take a consequential damage, and we're just going to immediately trigger the X-Mansion here. Alter Ego action, we are an Alter Ego. Exhaust, heal damage from a mutant or X-Men character. Forge is X-Men, so we're going to heal damage from him. Brings him back to full life, and it's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Hopefully, Motion scheme is out here. He has 4 base scheme. And we're going to discard the game's armor, hold on to Beak, draw back up to your hands here of 7, because now we get that +1 hand size from the game Mojos. So hopefully we can get more economy going on. Oh, Helicarrier is really good. Oh no, we got with the mansion. I don't want that. Okay, 7. I know with doubles too. Dang, Gambit has doubles too, but we aren't drawing them right now. Probably. Oh man, I really want to get. I don't want both these cards in my hand here. It's a bad thing. Okay, Mojo's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 8 threat. We're an alter ego, so he's going to scheme. He's scheming with a base of 4 here. I got to say, 4 response. In hero form, after your turn ends, discard top 4 cards in the counter deck and place 1 threat on your hero for each card discarded. But since we end the turn in alter ego, we don't have to trigger that ability right there. So Mojo just schemes here on us. Scheme with a base of 4, and then this would be the boost card. We already know it's 0 with the assault, but plus 1 to amplify, so it's going to be 5 threat. So the main goes from 8 up to 13. And then with the force response here, after Mojo attacks, we discard cards from the counter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt. But he never attacked, he schemed, so we can bypass both those effects. Now, as we move on to the encounter step, we can dealt 1 face down encounter card, and we're going to reveal it, which is, it's going to surge. But it's a side scheme here with 6 per player threat. When defeated in player order, each player may search their deck for a card and play a card for free when we defeat it. So we get a powerful effect if we can defeat it there. If I can't defeat it, then it just stays on the board. But maybe we can, I don't know if I can do it this turn, though. So it's going to surge, so we get another encounter card. It's curtain call. Move all threat from the character with the most threat, that's going to be Gambit, to the main scheme. If no threat was moved this way, place 1 threat on each character you control, threat will be moved. So the 2 threat on Gambit goes on the main, so going up to 15 out of 25 there. Let's clean this up a little bit. Now, actually, let's swap it like that, because I'm going to try to thwart Fetch Quest, I think. So Fetch Quest should have 6 threat, and then 15 here on the main. Okay, back over to our turn. Can I thwart out Fetch Quest, though? I don't have a silent character for Cerebro, I mean. If I play Beak, I could take 1, 2 threat off, 4 doors for 1. Gambit needs a door for 3. Can we hit a 3 here? I don't think we can, to be honest, guys. Let me see. We exhaust, look at the top 2 cards and discard, and then we can choose a scheme after we do that. So let's actually do Gambit's ability first. Action, exhaust, remember the bow. Look at the top 2 cards in counter deck. Come on, 3 booster. Dang it, we didn't get it. So discard 1 of the cards and remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of boost icons on the card. So we'll discard the gang up here, 1 boost icon, and we put this back on top. I think I just take it off the main, guys, because if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm short. I need a 2 booster, would have been good enough. Yeah, let's take. Do I have enough to take it off the main? I don't know if I do. Yeah, let's take a threat off the main here. Drops this from 10 down to 14. Or, 15 down to 14, I mean. That wasn't the best start move there. Should we just get down Cerebro? I think we just get down Cerebro here. So we'll do a resource here, so I can play Cerebro. 1 cost support, play only if your den has immune trait, which we do have. We are an Artigo, so we trade the Artigo action. Exhaust Cerebro, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an X-Men ally, and then add it to your hand. No, don't whiff. Didn't get it whiffed. So we didn't get anything, we're going to shove this back in. Those suit-ups would have been really nice, too. So, unfortunately, Mojo doesn't get another turn of schemes on me. Oh, I need my ally, said Thor. We only have Forge right now. Pixie would be, not Pixie, Jean Grey. I should have kept Phoenix, because she Thors for 2. We really need some Thoring right now. If I can get Fetch Quest cleared off, that would be really helpful too, but it's tough. I want to play the Helicarrier, but now if I do that, I can't play B because we whiffed with Cerebro. I could just go full on with the Mansion here. I almost feel like we just go Helicarrier, toss Beak, and then hope we don't lose this turn here. Yeah, so let's just do it that way. Okay, we're going to do 3 resources here, play the Helicarrier, because hopefully we get some doubles soon. 3 cost support, max 1 per player. We can exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next turn we play by 1. Yeah, that's fine. And the Forge with Thor for 1 from the main. He'll take a consequential damage. We're going to immediately X-Mansion this. He will damage for the X-Men character. Ends our turn. Ready, back up. Alright, come on, guys. Please give me something good. Okay, we got a double. I was a Hero Interrupt, so I don't think I can. My strategy with Rogue, I think it's not going to work. We're not getting it. We got Crayola Charmer, though. That's really going to help us out if I could get it in play. Okay, Mojo's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme because we're an Alter Ego. Scheme with a base of 4. I forgot, we dropped the 7 because of the game Mojo. Let me draw 1 more there. Oh, we got Rogue, but she's actually not good anymore. Okay, so he's scheming now with a base of 4. Here's the boost. 0, but the boost is to place 1 threat on each character you control. So 1 on Forge, 1 on Gambit. And then it gets +1 with the Amplify, so he schemes for 5 again, adding 5 more threat. It goes up to 19 out of 25. Oh, okay. None of these effects trigger because we're an Alter Ego. Face down encounter card, review, Assault, if we're in Artigos, we can gain Surge. Okay, that's fine. Come on, come on. Okay, we got Supporting Actor. That's fine. Force Response, after she activates against, she plays 2 threat here. So we want to kill him before he activates against us. Oh, man. We're kind of in a bad situation here, guys. Darn. Do we just... I need to get summon an ally with this. Do I Cerebro here first? I think we Thief Extraordinaire. So we're gonna exhaust, and then we can exhaust. Look at the top 2 cards in counter deck. Discard 1 with discard Exhaustion, so it can take 2 threat off of Scheme. So I think we choose a fetch quest here. 2 threat. Yeah, we can for sure clear off the Creole Charmer and Confuse. Yeah, so we'll take 2 threat off of this because there's 2 boost icons on the Exhaustion. Okay, that's gonna work out. Now, if I can fetch quest first, let's say like this, and then we clear it off, we can play any card for free. Which card do we want? Probably Beast. Get a double back. Can help us store as well. Yeah, I think Beast is really good here. Oh, I want to kill this guy too. Darn it. We'll see what happens. So let's use a double resource right here so I can play Creole Charmer. It's a 2-cost event. It's an RQ action, which you are in. Remove threat from 3 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat, we can... Oh, wait, sorry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not play yet. We need to remove the last threat. So 4 is going to throw for 1 first from Fetch Quest. Drop it down to 3. 4 should take consequent damage. Now we're going to use a double. This is a hero interrupt, so we can only get charge counters if we spend hero form, which we're not in, so we don't get the charge counters, unfortunately. So Creole Charmer, we used double resource to play it. RT action, remove 3 threat from a scheme, clears off. If it removes the last threat from the scheme, confuse the villain. So we do get confused off. I just sequenced that a little bit wrong. Okay, so now he's confused, which is great. Then we cleared off fetch quest here as well. When defeated in player order, each player may search their deck for a card played for free. It can be any card. We don't need X here. I think Beast is pretty good here. Yeah, I think we get Beast. He's 4 costs. So we're going to play Beast for free, bypassing his cost. This gets discarded. All right, Beast has a entry play ability. After Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile for any resource card and add to your hand. We're going to get the double resource that we just spent and add that back to our hand here. Okay, so the rogue strategy, guys, I totally fumbled that. That's not going to work out how I wanted to because I can't build charge counters in Alter Ego, right? Maybe there's a way. We'll figure this out as we play more of the deck here. So Beast's ability will grab me a double from my deck or discard, add to my hand. Okay. Getting set up a little bit better. I think we just pop Cerebro here. Yeah, let's Cerebro. So RTU action, we are in Artigo. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck for any X-Men ally. Please don't whiff. Oh, darn it, no X-Men allies again. What is going on? And we aren't getting the X-Men instructions either. Cerebro is being trashed right now. We need a Sonic character to search through the whole deck. I think I have to let supporting actors scheme here, right? Because the threat is that I can't kill him this turn, actually. I need another ally. Yeah. All right. It's just bad shuffles, guys. We play Mansion, draw a card. We have 1, 2, with short Rogue. I think I have to play Rogue here instead of the Mansion, which stinks. I wanted to double and the Mansion here, I think. Or I could play Rogue, get inspired, and just get inspired on her. We could also sidekick her, but we can get that later on. I want more impact right now. Yeah, so we don't play the Mansion here, but we can play Rogue and Inspire. So we're going to do 4 resources right here, so I can play Rogue. 4 cost ally, reduce the cost of player by 1 for each charge counter. We have none, so we just had to pay full cost. She comes in, has a tough stats card. So I think she's still a good Voltron target just because her entry play ability won't work here, or her ability doesn't really work well with us. Exhaust heli character to reduce the cost of the next hero play by 1, so we play Inspired here for free. Attaching now will give us to Rogue. She gets +1 Thor and +1 attack. So Rogue will just Thor here for 3, and Beast will Thor for 2 for a total of 5 threat from the main, drop it down to 14. They'll both take consequent damage. So if Beast takes a damage, Rogue loses her tough from taking damage there. Alright, then we can exhaust X-Mansion. Heal a damage from mutant or X-Men character. Let's heal 1 from Beast. And then that is going to end our turn. So ready back up. So Rogue and Beast have no damage on them, which is pretty nice. Drawing back up to our hand sets of 7 because of the game Mojos. Okay, come on. We get like some doubles here. X-Men instructions are nice. We should hit Cerebro this time, right, guys? 5, 6, 7. One more. Only one double. I wanted 2 doubles in this turn. But that's not terrible. All right. Mojo's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 15 threat. He's going to scheme because we're an Artigo, but he's confused, so nothing happens there. None of these effects trigger as well because we're an Artigo. He's going to scheme for 1. So it's going to add 1 threat to the main. 4 spawns after he activates, place 2 threat here on him. And just activate there. Alright, Amplify does not come in play for that because no boost cards were reviewed. Phase down counter card. Oh, I forgot. We confused him and I put the advance on top. Dang it, the villain's going to scheme. Mojo schemes for 4. Here's a boost. 2 plus 1 amplify. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Did we lose, guys? What is this? 16 plus 7 is 23. Okay, let's just put 7 third on. So whatever this number is, yeah, 23 out of 25. Okay, we're still in the game. We're still in the game, guys. But if he dies, then his threat goes there, and then we lose. So we're cutting it close here, but we should be able to pop off a little bit with the command teams at least. Okay, it's backwards turn. We have to. I gotta hit Cerebro, right? Or do I have to play an ally first? I don't think we do a mansion here. No, wait, we can shuffle some allies back into our deck. We have 2 X-Men. Beak is so good. Okay, we're gonna X-Men instruction here. So play only if your Dynamo has a immune trait. RT action, choose up to 2 X-Men allies in your discard pile, shuffle them into your deck. If X-Mansion is in play, we can draw a card. So we'll shuffle up Phoenix and Beak. They're really good Thwarders and really good high tempo allies for us to shuffle in. And since we have the X-Mansion here, we can also draw a card after we shuffle up. Okay, that's gonna be really good. So I should be able to hit someone with Cerebro, guys. I need to hit someone, but I'm worried about. We have every ally still in the deck. We have 3 allies in play though, but I need like a massive thwarting turn right now. And I need a kill supporting actor. Okay, so we can draw a card with the X-Men instruction. We got silent character. I think I just play him so I can look through my whole deck. Yeah, we have the suit up, but I don't want to lose economy right now. Let's use a double resource, right? Oh, we have 4 allies. I think we try Skeleton first. Use the double. And then Cerebro. I think that's Cerebro Professor X, actually. Yeah, try to get some more thwarts out of him. Kid Omega. Okay, I think we lose Forge here first. So Forge is going to exhaust and attack for 1 on supporting after. Forge will take constant damage. He gets knocked out. His threat goes on the main scheme. So it's like 24 now. So he's gone. Next, we're going to use a double resource here. Let's go ahead and get Kid Omega down. A double resource here. Then we're going to play Kid Omega. So after he enters play, we can choose either spend an energy or spend a mental to do the corresponding effect. Do I want to do that? Do I have the economy here? I'm not sure if I'm going to have the economy. Let's not do anything. Yeah, we're not going to use his ability here. So he enters play. He's a psionic character. Then we're going to exhaust the Cerebro here. Exhaust it. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck for X-Men ally, but search your whole deck instead if you control a psionic character, which we now have. So look for our whole deck for X-Men character. So we're not whiffing here. We would have whiffed if we did not play Kid Omega, guys. So thank goodness we played him. I think we had to get X here. Yeah, X. X is the one. We need to confuse on Mojo right now. We're still falling behind, actually. So I need to really work on the threat and get the confuse is really nice too. Okay. Alright. So next, if I do this, play X, I won't be able to do what I wanted to do. If I command team, I don't have the ally limit for that. Darn it, I really wish I had more doubles right here. Then we have to toss command. We don't have to toss command team. Play X, play Triskeleton. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we can look at the encounter deck. So why don't we do that with Gambit's ability, so then we know if we will lose or not. So Thief Extraordinary, Exhaust Gambit, top 2 cards. So we'll take this guy as our encounter card, and we're going to Paparazzi here. Wait, what does this do? Choose either exotic character you chose. This actually does nothing, but I have to exhaust all our characters. Do I want to get this guy? This is a double booster though. Then we take the other supporting actor here. Yeah, so we're going to discard Paparazzi to remove 2 threat from a scheme with Gambit's ability. This guy goes back on top. Okay, so we know he's in counter card here, so I can chill a little bit on that. We won't lose his turn. So I Professor X here, and then Triskelion. We'll get the confuse on Mojo. We'll be able to Thor for a lot. Okay, so we'll exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next shell play by 1. So we can play Triskelion here for free. So it's a 1 cost support. We increase our ally limit. We can now have 4 allies instead of just 3. So that's pretty good. And then do I lose X-Men Instruction? I think it's fine. Yeah, we'll do 3 resources here. Play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to confuse the villain with his ability. So we're going to confuse Mojo here. Alright, so Mojo is confused. Alright, here we go. Throwing turn right now. And some attacking. So Road's going to swing for 3 on a supporting actor. So 1 plus 3 is going to be 4 damage. X will Thor for 3 from the main. Drop that down. He'll take a consequent damage. Kid Omega is going to Thor for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 17 threat. He'll take a consequent damage. And then Beast is going to swing for 2 on supporting actor, which takes him out. His threat goes on the main with the ability here. Yeah, and then Beast will take a consequential damage. And then we're going to heal. I think we heal Kid Omega with our Psionic character. So X-Men will heal damage to X-Men character. Kid Omega goes back to full life. That ends the turns right back up. I need to get these. If I had a command teams down, I could have had X double Thorpe before it goes away, which I really wanted to do, but we're able to pull it off there. Hopefully we can get some doubles with this next turn. Drawing back at the 6, ending our turn. Actually, drawing back at the 7. I forgot. I keep forgetting about that. This should be a good hand here. One more double. Ah, darn. Beak is good, though. Beak is good. I think we're going to control a threat now, and then we can really try to do some damage on Mojo before he kills me in a celebrating counter deck. Mojo's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 23 out of 25. None of these effects trigger because we're an alter ego. He schemes, but he's confused. Nothing happens. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is supporting actor. After he just comes into play, and after he activates, we place 2 threat here. He didn't activate, so we're good to go. At the end of round, if X in play, he gets discarded. Okay, that was a super chill turn, guys. All right, we didn't get the card to shuffle X back in. The X-Men Instruction. We have 1 more copy in the deck. I could Pixie, actually Pixie X. I think we just do that. X is very, very good here, especially if I can get a command team off. I want to play Beak, but that's okay. We're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next level play by 1. This will be a resource to play the now 1 cost Pixie. After you play Pixie from your hand, add an X-Men ally from discard pile to your hand. So let's get Professor X onto your hand here. Okay. Play X. Oh, I don't want to lose Beak though. Let's Cerebro. So we can look through our whole deck for any X-Men ally because we have Sonic character in Kid Omega, and we can add to our hand. So let's add. Oh, we want more ally, but we're getting this card soon. But we'll add Phoenix to our hand here. She could actually ready X if I could play her in X. We need the X-Men Instruction, guys. Take it. This is not great, but we'll see. We'll see if we can manage through this. Okay, so add it to your hand with Cerebro. Pixie will swing for 2 on a support actor. She'll take 2 costs of damage, just get knocked out there. Okay, what am I doing here? By X. I need to command team, I think. So I think I command team. X, hold on to this other command team. Beak is really good. But I want to get the command teams. I need to get the command teams to start going. Sorry, guys. Did I forget to give Royal consequent? I think I forgot to give her consequent damage. So let's give her damage here from last turn. Apologies for that mistake. Yeah, we play X. I think we go X and Beak here, unfortunately. Yeah, we can hold on to a command team again. But yeah, I think X and Beak here is the play because this Beak just removes so much threat. Yeah, okay. So Beast will Thor for 2 for the main. It will take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use. It just sucks not being able to ready up X, but I keep on playing him here. 3 resources here, so we can play Professor X. What if you just play choose one, we pick the one to confuse the villain again. I'm gonna keep Mojo confused locked. X will exhaust Thor for 3 for the main, drop it down to 15. It will take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use a double resource play Beak. We immediately max on the ally limit of 4, so we must discard ally immediately. So let's toss Beast. Want him back to the shuffle anyways. Whenever Beak enters play, remove 1 threat from the scheme for each X-Men ally you control. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Drops the main from 15 down to 11. Okay, so we got a lot better control now on the main scheme. Beak will exhaust to swing for 1 on supporting actor. Beak will take a consequential damage. Then Phoenix will, or Rogue will swing for 3, take out supporting actor. He has no threat on him, so that's good. And then Kid Omega's gonna throw for 2 from the main, drop it from 11 down to 9. Take a consequential damage. And then we're gonna have Gambit use his ability, exhaust, top 2 cards. Retaliate 2. We gotta discard this. This is nasty. So we review this. We can just spend. Yeah, let's discard this. It's 0 boost icon, so Gambit gets no effect on that, but that's okay. We're actually good on a threat. And then we're gonna exclamation heal from Kid Omega, our psionic character. Ends our turn, ready back up. Alright. We got our chill turn. Gambit being able to scry every 2 cards is very, very nice if we can confuse lock the villain, because then we always know that encounter card. Hold on to our last command team. Give me 2 doubles, guys. Okay, we didn't get it. That's okay. X-Men is nice. Exchange is nice for the Creole Charmer. Okay. Mojo's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Goes up to 10 threat. None of these effects trigger because we're an Arch-Ego. He's gonna scheme on us, but he's confused. Nothing happens. Sorry, guys. I need to draw one more card. Down to 7. Keep forgetting the game. Mojo's there. All right. Then it happens. We get down an encounter card. Reveal it. It's this card right here. We can choose one. We're gonna pick to. We're gonna choose to take 1 damage for each threat on your Dan. Wait, no, it was against her. We're gonna pick the one and spend 2 different resources. So we're gonna spend. Yeah, we're gonna spend a mental energy right here. So 2 different resources, and that resolves this encounter card. And then at the end of round, if X is in play, he gets this card, so X is gone here again. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pop off here, guys. We're gonna pop off here. Guys, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to give Rogue consequent damage, so she should have a damage here. She has 1 life left. Alright, okay. What do we do here? Man team, Helicarrier into the exchange X-Men instruction, draw a card. Okay, so we X-Men instruction here first. Play only if you have the mutant trait. After you action, choose 2 X-Men allies and discard pop, shuffle them into your deck. So, and if the X-Men is play, which it is, we can draw a card. So we'll shuffle. Let's shuffle Pixie and Professor X, I think. So shuffle both these guys back into our deck here. Actually, I should have had Beak go away and then just get him back in. That's okay. Okay, so we shuffle that up. I need to get Psychic in play now. Okay, so we did that. Then we are going to Cerebral. Sorry. We draw a card with X-Men instruction because we use that, so we draw a card. We got X. Dang it. That's fine. We're gonna Cerebro here. Look at your entire deck because that's on a character. For X-Men, I'll add to your hand. We'll add Pixie to our hand. Shuffle these last 2 cards up here. I don't think we're drawing anything else this turn. Okay, so now we got a hand here. So I think I hold on to Professor X. It's that good. And this turn we can Command Team and Creole Charmer. Yeah. So let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next roll by 1. So we can play Exchange, 1 cost upgrade, play only if your identity has a mutant trait, which you do have an Arch-Ego. We can exhaust Exchange to generate a water resource for any identity-specific event. That's going to be our Creole Charmer. So we're going to exhaust Exchange, generates a water resource for our identity-specific event, Creole Charmer. And then this would be a second resource here. So I can... Wait, sorry, guys. We got to do it at the end. I keep forgetting. All right. So next we're going to have X-Mansion heal damage from Rogue. She's going to throw for 3 with the Inspire. Drops the main down to 5 threat. Kid Omega will throw for 7 threat. Kid Omega throws for 2, drops down to 5. He'll take consequent damage. Sorry, Rogue takes consequent damage. Keep forgetting. Okay, so we got her set up there with the damage. We're going to use Gambit's ability, Exhaust. Look at the top 2 cards. Come on. Okay, we got a 2, so we're going to discard that and remove 2 threat from the scheme. Drops us from 5 down to 3 threat. That's pretty good. And then we can now use the Exchange Generate Water resource for an identity-specific event. This will be a second resource here to play Creole Charmer. Here, Action Thought remove 3 threat from the scheme. If it takes out the last threat, we can confuse the villain. So we're going to confuse Mojo here again. I think should be smooth sailing here. Then we'll use a double resource here to play Command Team. 2 cost support. We can exhaust it, remove a counter to ready up an ally. So we can do that even in Arch-Ego. Okay, so we're finally starting to get our command teams built out here, which is super pivotal for us to burst, thwart, and damage here. I think we just get Beak back into shuffle. So Beak would just swing for 1 on Mojo, raise it down to 17, Beak takes a consequent damage, gets knocked out. First damage to Gam on Mojo, thanks to Beak. And then that's going to end our turn. We're going to be doubling counter cards here, but I think it's okay. So let's ready back up. Hold on to Professor X, who can ready up with Command Team now, which is immense value. Drawing back up to 7 here. So we deck out, get dealt that Goblin as a face down counter card. Shuffle the discard pile here back into the deck. Alright, the Rogue thing really messed me up, guys. The Rogue thing really messed me up. I built this deck incorrectly with suit ups and sidekick trying to get Rogue out. But it may still work out for us in the end if I can just suit up like a sidekick. But yeah, we really need suit ups like early on in the game, but once we have Cerebral out with the Psionic character, I feel like we're pretty good. So yeah. Alright. Did I forget to do constant damage to Kid Omega, guys? Should he be gone? Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna Grim Rule this. I think he should have been discarded because I think I may have forgot to give him constant damage, so he would have went back into our discard before we decked that. So let's just shuffle him back in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're just gonna Grim Rule that because I'm not sure. I don't know why I keep forgetting constant damage this game, guys. I apologize about that, but yeah, let's shuffle this back up. Okay, and then we're drawing back to 7 because of the game Mojo's environment. Hope we don't get an advance, but I think it's okay if we do because it's a 25 threat threshold right now. 7 cards. Okay. Mojo's turn is going to add 1 to the main. Effects don't trigger because we're in alter ego. He's going to scheme. He's confused. Nothing happens. We get dealt in a counter card, total of 2. We get a Goblin with Surge, and the minion can only take damage from cards with a printed physical resource when defeated, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Surges. Oh, Shadow the Past. Okay. So we get Belladonna, our nemesis. She has Quick Strike and Toughness, but since we're in alter ego, the Quick Strike does not trigger. And then after she attacks and defeats a character, plays 2 threat on the main scheme, she won't do anything. Assassin's Guild come into play. After an assassin minion attacks, defeats a character, plays 2 threat here, 4 threat and acceleration. Nothing happening right now. And we shuffle these 3 cards into the counter deck. And that will resolve our Shadow of the Past. I feel like it's actually not bad to get that right now. To like make the encounter deck stay a little bit longer before it decks out. Because game of discarding cards every turn with this ability is making it's a stubborn encounter deck actually. I didn't think about that either. Last encounter card, Mana Drain. Choose a non. Oh, we're gonna discard hand. Let's discard each card with the chosen type. Okay, we're gonna choose a non-wild resource type. We're gonna choose energy. Then each player draws 2 cards. Each player, let's discard each card from the hand. Yeah, so we draw 2 cards. Take energy. Okay. Then each player must discard each card from their hand with the chosen type. So we discard our energy cards. So just 2 more cards going out of play here. All right, that's fine. Yeah. All right, and that resolves the Mana Drain. Okay. Back over to our turn. Do I have printed physicals, guys? I don't even know if I have printed physicals here. Okay. Let's get Beast and X, I think. Do we do that? Oh man. Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so we're gonna do Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Beast down to 1 down 1. So he's 3 costs. Then we're gonna use 3 resources here so I can play Beast. Or if you enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a resource card add to your hand. We'll just get any random double. Add that to our hand. Shuffle up here. Okay. Don't think I can kill the goblin. We don't have physical allies. Physical resource allies, I mean. Then we're going to use Belladonna schemes for 2 as well. I don't think they're that problematic. But we'll do 3 resources here first and just play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We pick the one to confuse Mojo again here. We gotta keep him confused. Alright, X come into play. Then we're gonna Cerebro here, which can look through our entire deck for any X-Men ally. Do I have a physical resource X-Men ally to kill Goblin? I don't. He's gonna stay in the game the rest of the game because the minion can only take damage from cards with a printed physical resource, and none of our allies are physical resources, right? Yeah, he can't even do damage with this thing. Oh, darn it. That's crazy. Why don't we have this resource X-Men allies, guys? Oh, we're gonna add allies to our hand. Let's get Forge, I guess. Dang it. Oh, he's gonna scheme for 2 every single turn. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty annoying, guys. Alright, so shuffle up. Alright. Let's X Mansion heal damage from Rogue. Let's Gambit. Look at the top 2 cards here. Oh, let's discard a fire and remove 3 threat from a scheme. Drops it down to 1. This goes on top. Quick strike means fine. We're chilling with that. But down with scheme, that's fine. So here, what I want to do, Forge doesn't really do anything. I might as well just play the Thief's Guild. We'll use the resource here to play the Thief's Guild. 1 cost support. Alter Ego response. Oh, actually, we should have done that. After you resolve Thief Extraordinaire, we can remove that from a scheme. If it removes the last one, we can draw a card. Dang, if I just played this first, I forgot the game had this card, guys. That's okay. We won't need to take back anything here. Okay, so we got that. Then we will do Beast will swing, knock off the tough from Belladonna, take a consequential damage, and X will throw for 3, clears off the side scheme, gone, and he'll take a consequential damage. We're not making much progress here, guys, but hopefully after this turn, we can get a move. Let's have Rogue swing for 3 on Belladonna, though. So she's easier to kill next turn. That's going to end her turn. Let's right back up. Alright, come on, guys. We just need like a really good hand. Which I'm not really getting any good hands here. Like Psychic. Okay, we got Pseudo here for Psychic, I think. Gone back up to 7, though. Okay. Mojo's turn. He's got to add 1 to the main. He schemes. He's confused. Nothing happens for anything because we're an Alter Ego. Then both minions scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the main goes up to 6 threat. Belladonna's effect only triggers when she attacks and defeats an ally, so that doesn't trigger. In counter card, we get a Quick Strike Min, doesn't trigger here. After he attacks defeats a character placed on the main scheme, doesn't trigger. Alright. And around X is gone. Okay. Let's try to do some good plays here with Gambit's the Thief's Guild that I forgot he had in his deck. We had this. Sorry, guys. Consequential damage on a row. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I apologize for keep forgetting that. So I think we fixed it there. Alright, we got to suit up here and get a sidekick for Rogue. So we can heal her up and we can just like chill with her. So let's see. Do I Kid Omega? We don't have any silent characters right now. Yeah, let's use a double resource and go ahead and play suit up. Alter action, search your deck and discard power for an ally. Upgrade can be attached to ally. Add them both to your hand. So we'll get Professor X. We're just keep on recurring him. And we're going to get an upgrade that can be attached to an ally with the official ruling from Villain Theory and the updated errata. We can actually grab any ally upgrade that can attach to any ally. So Sidekick counts as that. So we add Sidekick here to our hand. Shuffle our deck. So at least we can get the Sidekick thing going on Rogue, which is pretty nice. Then we just need the command teams for her to pop off on Mojo. Okay. Next, we are going to... do I want to Rogue here? Or do I want Thief Extraordinaire? Okay, let's do Helicarrier. And then 2 resources here, so we can play Professor X. But here I just play Confuse the Villain again. Sorry, Mojo, I don't want you to scheme. X will throw for 3, drops the main from 6 down to 3. He'll take a consequential damage. Beast will swing for 2, takes out Belladonna. He'll take consequential damage. Belladonna gone. Then we have to play. Let's Cerebro here. We have a psionic character. Search your entire deck for X-Men ally. Let's get Phoenix here. Add her to her hand. Shuffle up. Let's Gambit ability. I think I don't think I get ability here. I think I just heal with Gambit to heal up Rogue. Yeah. So we're gonna do. I just played this too, which feels bad. So let's use. What do I play? I think I play. I can't afford Phoenix, so we just play Kid Omega and the Sidekick here. Yeah. So use a resource here. And I'll play Psychic. Attached to identity specific ally will give us to Rogue. She gets +2 hit points and gains a Psychic. And it's our Psychic. After you make a base recovery, heal 2 damage from an attached character. So now Rogue is at 5 hit points. Okay, so now if she just swings for 3 on Mojo. Actually, we don't have to heal her. Yeah, let's swing for 3 on Mojo. Brings it down to 14. Okay, that's fine. She'll take a consequential damage. And she has +2 life here with Psychic. We're going to use Gambit ability here. Exhaust, look at the top 2 cards. 1, 2. Dang it, no 2 booster. So we can discard this, I think. Yeah. Each assassin attacks you. Even if you're an alter ego, if there are no assassins in place, search content. Ooh, that's not bad. You know what? Okay, let's discard the 1 booster, keep this back on top. And then 1 booster will remove 1 threat from the scheme. Trigger Thief's Guild. After you trigger the Thief Extraordinaire alter ego ability, exhaust this card, remove threat from the scheme. If it takes a loss or draw a card, it didn't. So we don't get that. Which would have been nice. But we can X-Men Instruction here. Play only if you have the mutant trait. Choose up to 2 X-Men allies in discard pile, shove them into your deck, and then draw a card because X-Men is in play. So let's get Pixie and Phoenix back into the deck here. I wish I put more X-Men allies into our deck, guys. I feel like I'm really feeling the lack of X-Men allies here, especially whiffing on Cerebro. Okay, I think we can like build out a little bit more and then go for the kill. I think we're getting close here to being able to gun damage. We draw a card for X-Men Instruction. Dang it, I didn't want to draw her back. That's fine. 2, because then she'll go back into discard power. 2 reasons here to play Kid Omega. We're not going to trigger his response because they're not forced. Okay, he's not going to kill this guy because we'll just have him attack us in alter ego, and then we can heal next turn. So that's really good there. What we do here is Kid Omega swings for 2 on Mojo. Brings him 14 down to 12. He'll take a consequential damage. Okay. Do I command team Rogue? Yeah, we do. We're going to exhaust command team, remove a counter to ready up an ally, ready up Rogue. And it shows swing for 3 again on Mojo. Brings from 12 down to 9. We got to up the tempo a little bit. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up everybody. And it should take constant damage. So 4 damage on Rogue, but she has 5 life. Thanks to the sidekick. Alright. Drawing back up to 7 because of the game Mojo. This may be our last turn with the hand size of 7 here. Got a double. If I can get this mansion down too, that would be good. I'm trying to get 2 doubles in one hand, but it hasn't happened yet. Mojo's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme. Confuse. Nothing happens. No ability trigger because we're an alter ego for all this stuff. Both the minions scheme for 1, 2, 3. So the main goes up to 5 threat. That is okay. Then we could deal 1 face down and counter card. Reveal it. Assassination attempt. Each assassin minion attacks you. This guy's assassin is going to attack us even if you're an alter ego. If no minions activated. If there are no minions in play, then we do the effect with search for 1. But he isn't in play. He's going to just hit us for 2. That's fine. We'll take 2 damage. Drop down to 7. Completely fine. And then around X in play, he gets discarded. If he defeats a character, we place it on the main. So that's why I didn't want him to block with X. Alright, back over to our turn. We're going to exhaust Hue by 3. Brings us 7 back up to full life of 9. And with Sidekick, if we make a basic recovery, Hue 2 damage from attached ally. So Rose's going to Hue 2 damage there. Alright, that was pretty good, okay? And then we want to play this Avengers Mansion. So we'll do 4 resources right here. So I can play the Avengers Mansion. Let's put it next to the helicarrier. Right, here we go. We're going to get going here. Exhaust Mansion, draw a card. Okay. Then, what do we do now? I want X-Men Instruction. I have to create a Charmer here, so I need to drop the main scheme down to 3 threat. So Rogue is going to exhaust Thor for 3. Wait, no. Drop it down to 2 threat. Okay, so never mind. We're going to do Beast is going to Thor for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 5. He'll take consequential damage, get knocked out. We're going to use the Exclamation to heal 1 damage from Kid Omega because he's psionic. He will swing for 2, take out the Guild Assassin. He'll take a consequential damage. Rogue is going to... She's not going to do that. Then we're going to create a Charmer by using Helicarrier to make it 1 cost. Exchange generates a wild resource for an identity specific event. Play it, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Takes out the last threat, confuse the villain. Confuse Mojo again. Pretty good. There's no more threat in the main now. Okay. Now I can really start to pop off damage here. So we're going to use Cerebro and search our entire deck for any ally because we have a psionic character in Kid Omega. No, wait. Sorry, guys. We did the wrong order for that. We got to do X-Men Instruction first. So shuffle 2 X-Men allies into your deck back into discard pile. Beast and Phoenix. Let's try to play Phoenix finally, guys. She's really, really good here with Rogue if I can get her in play. So we shuffle up and we draw a card with X-Men Instruction. So we draw a card here. Oh, we got Beak. That's fine. Then we're going to Cerebro now. Search your entire deck for a X-Men ally. We'll get Phoenix, add her to her hand. Shuffle up here. Okay, here we go. We're going to finally do some Phoenix shenanigans here. Shuffle up. Okay. Rogue's gonna swing for 3 with Inspired on Mojo, brings it down to 6. Then she'll take 1 consequential damage before I forget. Then we're gonna use 3 resources here. Play Phoenix. Response after Phoenix enters play. Choose an X-Men ally. We choose Rogue, ready the ally, and a heal damage from it. Rogue will swing for 3 again on Mojo, brings it from 6 down to 3. And then do I command team? I think I just do it. Yeah, we're gonna exhaust command team, remove a counter, and we can ready up an ally, ready up Rogue. Ooh, did I forget to give her consequential damage this time? I think she takes 1. I think I forgot to give her 1, so let's give her consequential damage. She's gonna exhaust, swing for 3 on Mojo, brings him down to 0. Let's give her the consequential damage before I forget again. So she has 4 damage and 5 life. That flips Mojo down to 0. Third and final stage, when review plays 3 threat on each friendly character, and a similar force response if your turn ends. Now we discard top 5 cards in the counter deck, place a threat on your hero for each card discarded this way. So 3 threat on each friendly character. 25 life. Okay. So he's got to bring it down 0 now, guys. But if any allies we play, it's going to be tough because they all have so much threat on them and they all go in the main scheme with that threat. This is a nasty board right now with threat. I think we should better get this soon. And 3 threat on Gambit, so he goes up to 4 threat. Alright. I think that's it there. That's going to enter turns right back up. Oh, wait, Phoenix can swing for 1? That's fine. Let's just enter turns. Okay. I don't know that 1 damage is going to matter. Alright, we're going to draw back up to our hands here. 7 with the Gamma Mojo. Let's see what we get. 2 doubles in a turn. That's nice. And we got Beast here. We need a command team now. It's our last card command team. Let's look through here. 1. Dang it, we're no more command teams. I should have put get readies in the deck, I think. Alright, it is Mojo's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He doesn't trigger any effect because we're an off eagle. He's going to scheme. He's going to fuse. Nothing happens. The Goblin schemes for 2. So main goes up to 3 threat. And then we get dealt 1 face down counter card. Oh, it's an advanced. Mojo's going to scheme with the base of 5. Boost card is 3 plus amplify. So he schemes for 9 threat, right? Because 5 plus 3 is 8. Plus 1 with amplify, so 9. 9 plus 3 is 12, right? 9 plus 3, yep, 12, okay. And that's fine, okay, it's backwards to our turn, so we lived it still. Alright, what do we do here? One X-Men instruction, I think. Yeah, let's... Rogue is near death. I kind of want... Oh, I can't even exhaust a heal because I don't have damage on me. Right, like the official rule is you can't heal with Psychic unless you actually have damage on you. So I think we just get rid of Rogue. Okay. Rogue is going to swing for 3 on Mojo. Brings it down to 22. She'll take consequential damage. Off her threat goes on the main scheme, and she leaves play here. Along with the Inspired and the Sidekick. Goodbye, Rogue. Maybe I should have healed her. That's fine. I kind of want to get her back in. Then we'll do 4 resources here. Play Beast. Enters play. Search your deck. Discard off a resource card. Add to your hand. Then we'll do let's do Beast. We got Thor. We got Thor for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 13 threat. Okay, Gambit alter ego ability. Exhaust. Look at the top 2 cards. Discard the 2 booster. And remove 2 more threat. Brings it down to 11. Okay. And then we can Thief Extraordinaire to remove 1 more threat. It's not the last threat, so we can't do anything else, but that's still not bad. I think we need... Can I get it down to 3 to create a Charmer again? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can... Yeah, we're going to X-Men Instruction. So we'll shuffle... Sorry, Beast takes a consequent damage. Shuffle 2 X-Men allies from our deck. Oh, we get Beak. Beak is really, really good. We'll get Beak, and let's get X back into our deck. We'll shuffle and draw a card because X-Mansion is in play. Alright, drawing a card here. Oh, nice, we got Beak. Then we're going to use a double resource. Let's just... Actually, Okay, let's use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Pixie by 1. And this would be a resource now to play Pixie. She enters play, we can grab Beak back to her hand with Pixie ability, add an X-Men ally, and just grab back to your hand. Pixie swings for 2 on Mojo. We gotta put on damage here. We gotta up this game, the speed here. When it's down 20 life, Pixie takes 2 constant damage. She gets knocked out immediately. Then we're gonna play Beak using the double resource here. You can remove 1 threat from a scheme for each X value we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drops us down to 6 threat. Phoenix can Thor for 2. Drops us down to 4 threat. She'll take a consequential damage. Man, this is a messy board. 4 threat there. Beak will Thor for 1. Drop down 3. He'll take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use Mansion. Draw a card. Ooh, I wanted to do that's okay. 2 resources here to play the Creole Charmer. Already actually remove 3 there from a scheme. If it takes out the last threat, we confuse the villain. So we're going to confuse Mojo here. Ruin the last of that threat. Okay, alright. Ending our turn. No, wait. Exclamation can heal damage from Kid Omega. And Kid Omega can swing for 2 now on Mojo. 18! We're so close, guys. Kid Omega takes a consequential damage. That ends our turn. Let's ready back up. I think we remember consequential damage there. The threat and damage on characters is confusing me. Drawn back up to 7. We deck out. Get dealt a face down encounter card, which we know was easy encounter card. But we might get a rough one here. I need to get suit up into Rogue or something soon, guys. Dang it. 18 life on Mojo. So close. Okay, let's draw back up to 7 here. I mean, the game Mojo 7 in our hands is pretty nice. It's helping us out. We got the Inspired, so we can pop that off on maybe Kid Omega. That might be nice. I need command teams. Okay. Mojo's turn is going to add 1 to the main. No other effect triggers. He's going to scheme, but he is confused. Then the Goblin schemes. He's added more threat than Mojo. No, he hasn't added more threat than Mojo. 2 threat in the main. 2 encounter cards. First one is this one. Spend 2 resources. Mojo schemes to take a damage for each threat on your identity. We're going to choose the one to take damage for each threat on your identity, which is 4 damage. We drop down to 5. And then this card will not surge because we took enough damage. So that's good. And we got Dragon. Retaliate, Toughness. I don't even know if I want to kill him anymore. Double amount of damage he takes from cards with an energy resource. But he doesn't have... He only schemes for 1. So it's not that bad. Okay, backward to our turn. Let's Mansion. Draw a card. Okay. Let's go Cerebro. Because we have Sonic characters in Phoenix and Kid Omega. So we're going to get any ally that we want. Then we go Rogue here. We're going to just ignore all the minions and go for the kill. So we'll do... okay. Beak will swing for 1 on Mojo. Brings it down to 17. Beak takes constant damage. He's knocked out. Phoenix will swing for 1 on Mojo. Brings it down to 16. She'll take a consequential damage. We're going to Expansion Kid Omega. He will damage from him. And he'll swing for 2 on Mojo. Brings it down to 14. He'll take a consequential damage. Beast will swing for 2 on Mojo. Brings it down to 12. And he'll take a consequential damage. Then we're going to play Rogue here for 4 cost. Full cost for Rogue, unfortunately. She comes in with Toughness. And she's ready up. Then we're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Inspired by 1. So it's free to play. Play it on Rogue. She'll swing for 3 on Mojo. Brings from 12 down to 9. And then she'll take constant damage, lose Tough. We can command team her, remove a counter to ready up Rogue. And the command team goes away because there's no more counters. Then Rogue can swing for another 3 on Mojo, brings him down to 6. Dang, I'm short. I need 1 more command team proc. She'll take constant damage there. Then, yeah, because X can ready her, but it's not enough for X to do that. So, yeah, we're short here. We just play X, get the confuse off. 3 resources here, play Professor X. We max on our limit, let's discard Beast. X will confuse Mojo on its on-play effect, and he'll exhaust, remove 3 from the main scheme, drop down 0. X will take a consequential damage. All right, and then that's gonna turn. Yeah, we didn't do anything with Gambit actually. Let's ready back up because we need to confuse anyways on Mojo here. All right, a lot of things are gonna happen because he's gonna deck out. Short 1 turn, guys. Drop back up to 7 here. Okay, so Mojo's gonna add 1 threat to the main. He's gonna scheme. We're an Alter Ego. Nothing happens. No effect triggered anyways because we're an Alter Ego. All right, then Dragon's scheme for 1. Goblin's gonna scheme for 2. Is it a 4 threat? Okay. Next, Mojo's gonna deal with an encounter card here. We deck out. So he gets a permanent celebration on the main scheme, and we immediately reshuffle, the encounter just got powered back into counter deck. There's a forced response here though. After the encounter deck resets, if there are no set aside modules remaining, we lose the game. There is one more set aside module remaining. It's going to be the horror module here. So I'll shuffle this up real quick. So otherwise flip it over. At the start of step 3 of the villain phase, where you do encounter cards, we're already past that step. We randomly choose one set aside module and review a show environment. Since we already passed the step, we don't have to do that anymore until at the beginning where we do encounter cards, because encounters were already dealt. So we can wait on that. Then we reveal this encounter card, current call, move all threat from the character with the most threat to the main scheme. 4 threat on Gambit goes to the main, so 8 threat there. And then note that it was moved, place 1 threat on each character you control. Okay, that's it. Back over to our turn here. X gets discarded. Then all we gotta do here is have Rogue swing for 3 on Mojo with Inspire, brings him down to 3 life. Minions don't have guards, so take a consequential damage. We're gonna use 2 resources here, play this command team, coming in readied up with 3 counters, exhaust it, remove a counter to ready up an ally. Rogue swings for 3, takes out Mojo. Finally, he is defeated. We have a little bit of overkill here with Phoenix and Kid Omega, which can do 3 more damage together, and we can play Forge, 1 more damage. All right, guys, that was exhausting here for Alter Ego only Gambit deck here, but we were able to play it, staying Alter Ego the entire game here, even with Major Domo never being removed from Mojo, but since he never attacked us, it was a lot less of a threat here, and we ended up with 8 threat on the main scheme. We can clean that up a little bit here. Goblin was a menace. I definitely did not deck build correctly for a scenario because we have no physical resource cards to take him out, so we can't flip it to hero form to play like attack events, right? I think that is charged card. Yeah, this was physical, so we could flip it to play this, then it would have worked, but it's a hero action, so we can't play that in Alter Ego. Let me know down in the comments which hero you guys pick for this challenge. I hope you guys all liked this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.